Good morning, everybody. And by this quick video, I'm going to demonstrate you the leadership unmarked, right? The leadership unmasked and the importance of being open and vulnerable. Actually, once in a while, sometimes ago, the John C. Maxwell, he talked about the leadership is not about the title, positions, or flowcharts, right? It is about one life influence to another, right? One life influence to another, right? So when it comes to the leadership, like for example, there are 10 important matters or more important matters, facts that we are talking about today. First thing is admit that you do not have all the answers. What is the impact on that? You become more human. You become more human. That's number one. Number two, take the responsibility for your own mistakes and discuss what you learn. Discuss what you learn. What is the impact on that? The impact, of course, you encourage a culture where mistakes are seen as learning opportunities, right? The learning opportunities. When it comes to show understanding for team members, number three, show understanding for the team members, personal and professional challenges. For example, impact. Impact is, when it comes to the impact, you build strong relationships and supportive work environment, right? Supportive work environment. So this is the impact that you are getting, right? So when it comes to the number four, share your information openly about the strategy and decision making process, right? Decision making process. And the impact, of course, you build a trust and ensure everyone is on the same page, reducing uncertainty. Impact, of course, you build a trustworthy, and ensure everybody is on the same page and reducing the uncertainty. This is all about it. And when it comes to the ask your number five, ask your team. Ask your team for feedback rather than always giving it. Feedback is much more important, right? But in some cases you cannot feedback, right? If you are living in a toxic environment with the toxic managers, you are unable to feedback these things, because if you want to become more relatable and more reliable and more matured, you have to keep quiet. In this case, let me remind you some of the very important things, right? You know about the allegory of folly. When you play the cards, you can find the fool. The allegory of folly. It is a very famous and very influential. It's a landmark theory, and it's a very very controversial at that time when the period of Renaissance in 16th century and 17th century. In Europe, especially the period of the era of the Renaissance era, 14th century, 15th century, 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, and 19th century, mid of the 19th century, industrial revolution which is happening as a result of that, French Revolution, also Russian Revolution in 20th century, in the part of the Europe. So I think you know about the Peter Bruegel. Peter Bruegel is the one of the famous artists at that time, and I have a great respect on him. Some of his fine arts, one of his greatest arts and greatest creations, such like Peter Bruegel's Fall of Icarus and Icarus, the theory of Icarus, and also allegory of folly. So if you have what I have dragged you into this far away to explain something which is unique, which is more prospective and more important thing. Allegory of folly, I can make equal. I can equal to a toxic managers. Toxic managers, they don't like to hearing from any other people. They don't want to talk about their mistakes, his mistakes, right? He is not a true leader, right? So if you want to become more reliable, ask your team and your feedback rather than always be given it when it comes to the some tactics level. In some environments you can't do that, right? So there are some ethics, and also there are some tactics you have to use, right? And number 6, the impact, of course, in the previous one, you become more relatable, but not in all the working environments, right? So if you take the responsibility for mistakes rather than blaming others, you become more trustful. For example, it's an impact. Right? So when it comes to the number 7, share your struggles, anxieties, and the insecurities. So what is this all about? Being sharing with your private things or whatever your experience, life experience, and all those things, right? So this is what I'm doing right now, and I'm sharing my experience, I'm sharing my thoughts, some great perspectives, some progressive thoughts, and kind of things. And also I'm sharing not all of my experience, but some of my struggles, right? Example, like the progressive of iceberg, like the success of the iceberg of success, sorry. And it might be helpful to somebody in some framework, right? In some platforms it will be helpful to someone to understand and go to his or her journey, life journey, and professional career journey, and pass through some difficulties, and how to face the difficulties, how to win your career. So this kind of things might be helpful, my experience and my thoughts, and the philosophical ideas, not the fallacies, but philosophical ideas, and some kind of great thoughts and innovative thinking styles, and you can say improve yourself, develop yourself in a different ways, right? So example, it creates your culture of empathy and support. This is the impact. Once you share your anxieties, insecurities, and the struggles you have been. And when it comes to the number 8, actively mentor and support the team members and professional growth. So what is the impact of this for the team members? You show the commitment to team members, also future, and foster a culture of the continuous development, right? This is the impact, and this is a great impact, by the way. It will give you enormous and great results. And other thing is, involve the team members in decision and making process where appropriate, where it is appropriate. So when it comes to that level, you enhance buy-in, diversify thinking, and potentially increase better decision making, right? Better decision making. Then it goes publicity recognize, number 10, right? Number 10, and the last one, publicly recognize accomplishments and contributions of the team members, right? So you boost morale, right? And the reinforcement positive behavior and the achievements. This is the impact. This is a great impact, by the way, right? So it's find the vulnerable, right? You have to find the vulnerable. This is, I think this is very vulnerable things, and this is very useful things, and it might be helpful to your career. And remember one thing: leadership is not about the titles, positions, or flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another, right? This is the most important, right? So this is all about today's video, and I hope you enjoy this video, and see you by another great video when I have time, I will post the videos. I love to share my thoughts and share my perspectives, make your life progressive and more sustainable development organization. Bye bye. See you. Have a great day.